Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Foxy290 here. Welcome back to a brand new video for you guys today here on the channel. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different actually for you guys. Now, basically, the guys over at BenQ went ahead and got in contact with me, and they said that they wanted me to review one of their brand new monitors that they have just brought out, which is specifically enhanced for gaming. And I was more than happy to do so. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So obviously today, I'm going to be showing you the monitor whilst trying to hold my camera properly. I'm going to be showing you the monitor. I'll give you all the details, all the specs about the monitor. Whilst we're also reviewing it as well, we will obviously go into a race. We're going to do a last question mark challenge just to sort of get that little bit of feel and give me a chance to properly explain it to you guys whilst obviously still producing the Formula 1 content. So behind me here is the actual BenQ monitor that I'm going to be using, and I'm really looking forward to getting you guys into up-to-date with this video. Before we get into this video, this is not a sponsored video. This is simply just BenQ asking for me to do a review. Obviously, it could well be a fully sponsored video. I kind of have the choice on that one, which is kind of strange for videos. But obviously, I want to give you guys a proper review of this, and I don't want to say that this thing is absolutely perfect, you know, you must buy it, etc, etc. That's not what a review is. So I am genuinely going to be giving my full proper review on this monitor and if you should actually buy it or not. And obviously BenQ, they'll be watching this video and they'll be getting all the feedback from it as well. So obviously, like I said, I don't want to just give it every single piece of praise possible. I want to be fair, I want to be respectful, obviously, to BenQ as well, because they sent out this monitor to me. So, yeah, obviously on that front, I'm going to be giving you everything you need to know about the monitor, the pros and the cons. Should you buy it? Shouldn't you buy it? Just give you all the statistics, basically. So, yeah, let's have a look at the monitor in a bit more detail. All right, so I'll go into, like, all the specs and every, like, little crunch detail when we're actually in the Grand Prix, but I'll give you the base details of what we've got from the monitor here itself. So, what is this monitor? What is it juiciness? And what does it basically do? So, this BenQ monitor is a 31.5-inch curved screen, which is specifically enhanced for gaming. There is a lot of different features which start off with this game, and we're going to go through some of them with you right now. Obviously, like I said, all the main graphics, all the main specs and stuff, all of the details about this monitor are on my phone, and I'm filming on my phone, which is why obviously when we get into the race, I can go through all the things properly with you. So obviously, first of all, this thing is lighting enhanced. So whatever the lighting is outside, it will obviously also enhance here. So obviously, as you can see, quite bright lights at the moment shining down, so it's going to dim the lighting. It's basically auto adjusts to give you the perfect screen for the perfect time that you're actually racing at. Now, obviously, they contact me and they said this was perfect for racing games. So, hey, why not get F1 up and try it out and give it a go with this one? So that's obviously the first thing, is obviously the thing there. Also, with this one, it's also got a 15-degree leeway in terms of actual rotation. So if I start lifting it up right now, you can see that the monitor, I should just do it in the middle really, it can give me some help. So you can see that I've now lifted the monitor up, and you can see that it's sort of slanted upwards now. Also on the flip side, I can also reduce it and fling it much way downwards. And now you can see that the monitor is downwards obviously as well. So again, there's plenty of ways to really just sort out the monitor, get it to your best potential. Also, it is height adjustable as well. I need two hands to do that though, so obviously I can't do it for you right here, right now. Yeah, there's a lot of cool and interesting features. And like I said, I'm going to get straight into the last question mark challenge now rather than just filming from this silly little camera. But this is what it looks like. So obviously I've got my recording software there and my PC over here. I've got my Xbox here and I've got this new monitor here. So I'm going to give it a go for you guys now. And the final thing that I want to state before I do like switch over and everything, with this monitor, even though I'm obviously reviewing it today as you're watching it, I have had this monitor now for, I think it's about 5 or 6 days. I didn't make this review straight away. I have been using this monitor now for 5 to 6 days. So when I do give you my honest opinion on this monitor, this is not me just like getting it for the first time. This isn't my first ever time using this monitor. I haven't just set it up now. Like I said, I've been using it for 5 or 6 days. I wanted to get as much as I can out of this monitor, as much information, as much gameplay as possible, using racing games and other games as well. So yeah, I'm going to go into it now. Let's get this last question mark challenge over with. That sounds kind of like I want to get this in a rush, but it's not. But yeah, let's get this question mark challenge done with, and obviously I can go through a lot more with you then. So let's get into it. All right then, guys, so we're here on the grid now to start the Austrian Grand Prix. Now, this is actually being recorded after I found out that the initial video had already broken. So, yeah, just apologies about that. The intro is still the same, but I'm re-recording this bit. The raw footage was completely fine. I put it to my editing software and I rented it out and it was completely broken and I was away, so I couldn't fix it, so I'd taken it down. So, yeah, we're just going to basically do this race again. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, We're going to get straight into it then. We're going to get on with this Grand Prix, and then obviously we will go ahead and basically just re-review the monitor. Kind of basically what I've said. If you've already seen the video, you'll know obviously what I said, but I'd rather not have dumb gameplay, so let's try and get on with this. So I'm going to focus for the first lap or so. Okay, guys. Okay, so that's the first lap complete. I think we should get on with some... Wasn't expecting Max to sort of try to have a go, but in saying that, I will have a go now because I've got Charles on my back. Get on the grass a little bit for good measure. Block off Charles. Nice. Quite a simple overtake, that one.
You made it look easy.
I did, Jeff. Thank you. So like I said, so obviously this is a 31.5-inch curved monitor. I've never run with anything curved TV-wise or monitor-wise in my life, so I don't notice it when I'm playing, to be honest. Like, it's not like oh my god, curve is like a new tech thing, you know? I don't really resemble any sort of difference between this and, say, like a straight... That's what I get for going and checking my phone at that point. I'm trying to make sure that I keep the statistics up on my phone. There's a lot of things I can't remember, and I've been given a nice, juicy little guide to all the stats so I can keep it up on my phone. So yeah, like I don't notice it. Like when I'm looking at like the edges or of the screen, etc., then I do notice it. Yeah, like it's prominent. Otherwise, no, I don't. Like, I don't see any massive, big changes with it. I can go down the inside of Hockenberg here. Yeah, I can. Easy stuff. So yeah, like on that front, don't really notice it. But when I look at the edges of the screen, yeah, it's quite easy to notice it. But I like it. Like sometimes in terms of my peripheral vision, it sort of does look a little bit better on the cornering. When I'm looking at the bits that are like far away from like my eyesight, obviously, which is awesome. Now this monitor is actually slightly less in terms of resolution compared to my 4K TV screen. So this one's a 2K QHD screen with aspect ratio of, if I can not look at that whilst I'm in the middle of a corner, is 2560 by 1440, and like, it's not got the best in terms of... Try and not get stuck behind K-Mag for much longer. That'd be great. Just go to the outside. Like, it's not... Like, my 4K screen that I've got, like I said, it's 4K. So it's actually got an overall standard resolution, which is better than what I'm running with at the moment, which is quite interesting. However, this, I believe, my 4K screen is running, like... 60, 70 hertz, maybe not even that. So obviously the hertz rate is quite slow, which means I'm not going to get the full extraction of the quality. Compare that to this, where it's running at 144 hertz, then there's a completely different matter there. And obviously it's so much smoother, so much cleaner, and it's very prominent to tell that. Like, I can notice it in a blink of an eye that there's a complete contrast there in terms of all of that. It's got HDR10 support as well, which is also great. And what I love about this monitor as well... Oh, that's horrible for that corner. Really didn't get that right. I didn't get that for the sector last corner either. What's really great about this is it automatically sort of like adjusts the settings and the modes on the screen to judge correctly what the best setting is for the game. Now, I've seen this when I've been playing it. So, like, I'll play on F1... And then I'll go and jump on like Star Wars Battlefront 2 or something like that. And all of a sudden, like, the entire modes, they all change. At the bottom, like, I can see this has been enabled and this has been disabled, etc. And it actually works a treat. Like, it's really good how it does that. And it really sort of like enhances for the best usage for what I need for when I'm playing. And I really do like it, of course. It's got VA panel with 1800R curvature as well, which is also some juicy stats for you there. You obviously got to love those statistics. It's like David Croft. He's always about those stats. So, you know, allow David Croft to, you know, pump in some of those stats for you. And obviously it's got, like I said, it's got brightness and intelligence technology enhanced with it. So obviously, you know, depending on where you are in the room, it's very similar to like eye care. So it kind of just goes along and it judges the brightness of the room that you're in. And it's like, right, hang on a second, your room is extremely bright. Let's dim down the brightness of your monitor, or sorry, should I say increase the brightness and do it the wrong way. And obviously, if it's too dark, it's like, right, let's not give so much brightness because it's not necessary. So there's some great things there for this thing, and it's like really, it's quite intelligent how it can do that. Obviously, it's got USB connectivity as well, so you can connect USB ports into this, which does mean in terms of speakers, I'll get onto that in just a second. This monitor doesn't actually have installed speakers, which is a problem. I'll move on to that very shortly. I just want to go through the rest of the stuff about this monitor, and then I'll move on to the positives and the negatives and all that stuff. So it's got display HDR 400 certificate as well, which is great, with a full screen with a minimum of 400 nit on flash. So it's going to help you on that front. I've got DRS on the 4 cylinders, which is great. 90% DCI-P3 coverage, and it also has oh, I've already said that, 144 Hz refresh rate, obviously, to give me all that quality content. And it's also got an AMD FreeSync 2 installed in there as well, as also it has wall mountability. So you can use this as a wall mount. I have no idea if mine has that capability or not. When I obviously got this monitor, the stand was already built for me. In other words, it was in the box and the stand was already there, so I was like, thanks guys. So I have no idea if it's like a feature that's on mine, but obviously some of them are optional. So you can have yours that come with a wall mount, so you can disable the stand and put it on the wall. I never trust wall mounts, in my opinion. I just know I'm not comfortable with a wall mounted screen, if I'm perfectly honest. I could be, but yeah, I'm not really going for this field very quick either. I know I'm on the slower tyre, but I might have to pick up the pace a little bit here. But now I'm going to go through some of the positives and some of the negatives. I've gone through all the statistics about the screen, and I want to go through some of the positives and the negatives about the screen. And the first thing, we'll go into some of the positives. This screen has already replaced my actual screen that I used to have, because I just think it's really well made. Yeah, I'm going to go to overtake Rich for a bit. I'm going to try and pick up the pace. There's a massive scrap going on ahead as well, which I want to get involved in. So I want to sort of get involved in this scrap and interrupt it a bit. I'm getting pushed by Ocon, but I'm going to get the slipstream from Sergio. It'll help me clear him. Drop it into second just to get the rotation. Lovely. Now I've just got the top lot to get past. But yeah, so the first positive then, obviously, like I said, the resolution screen-wise is very, very good, and the Hertz refresh rate really helps with that. Now, my 4K screen that I was using, it was superb graphically-wise, but what I was noticing was motion blur. Whenever I was, especially in F1, it was like, there was a little points where it's just like a little bit of blur, and I'm just like, why are you blurring on me? And this doesn't do that. I can't get this final corner right to save my life at the moment. But yeah, I was sort of just like, I don't quite understand why it's doing this, but it was. And with this one, it doesn't. Like, it keeps the resolution great, especially when I'm playing shooter games. I spot it a lot in shooters, especially when I play Battlefront 2, because I play that for the love of daylight, to be honest. And all the lens flare and the solar flares and just all the lighting really sticks out beautifully on this monitor. And yeah, like, I can't fault it. It makes recording for me a lot easier, because I was using my 4K screen, but I was sort of having to adjust and make it basically a random desk setup. I don't have to do that anymore, which is great for me. I don't, because it kind of annoyed me. Now I can actually use my main desk to re-record videos again. Like I'm having to re-record this one, because obviously I had a problem with footage. I swear Bottas has got a problem. He seems comfortably ahead. Is he going to pit though? I don't know if Valtteri's pitting. Yeah, he is. I'm going to have to stay out another lap. That's a bit frustrating. Now though, negatives. There are negatives to this monitor. And the first one is speakers. It ain't got none. If you want to have sound playing for your from your monitor, you've got to either get like a USB port and then obviously plug in like a speaker sound set. You'd have to like get a speaker set yourself. It's like a separate thing. or use headphones. There's no other way that you can physically get sound. Like, you can't just have the sound coming out of the monitor, because this monitor doesn't have an installed speaker set. Don't know if any of the other ones have got speaker sets. I'm sure some of them probably do. This specific one that I'm reviewing doesn't, so that's kind of a bit of an annoyance to me. Obviously, I've got headphones for like my PC and also for my Xbox to play game sound from. So like right now when I'm playing, I don't have a problem because I can actually hear what's going on. So on that front, I ain't concerned. But for some people, it is a concern and it's annoying. So obviously, I can see why people will be put off in some respects, if you know what I mean, towards this monitor, because it's frustrating when you don't actually have everything. The other problem that I noticed as well is just navigating the menu from the remote, from the buttons on the bottom. You can't physically navigate any form of menus via any form of like remote control. It's all done via like buttons and stuff. And I don't know, like I'm just not happy with that. I don't know, like I'm just so used to having a remote to change settings that I wish that I had different. I've gained a lot of time here on these guys via the overcut, which I'm kind of happy about, because now I can get involved in this juicy fight. Set myself up, I think, for an attack. Like, now. Let's get on the fight. So yeah, like, if there was just like a remote control, just to go through the settings, obviously, you know, you can increase the volume and decrease it as well on this thing, because obviously you want to know how much volume is going to be played out from like your headphones and stuff. But like, yeah, just like a remote just to make things a bit easier. And the the ports actually plug in like HDMI cables, etc. Really fussy. It's like really difficult to you have to go like right around the back of the monitor, and it's just annoying. That's just like a fussy thing on my behalf. Like that's not like a major drawback to this product, which is a really good product. But like I just don't like the hassle basically. There we go. That's a good run off there. Vettel. Alright, Seb, you want to increase your engine modes, is it? I'll do the same then. I'll sit back and wait, get a better run from turn 1. Got more engine modes, got better run. This should be it. Oh, Ricardo's got DRS as well. I'll make it 3-1, I'm not that bothered. Oh god, I've dropped it into neutral. Well, I certainly made the overtake stick by staying on the track, that's for sure. That was a bit messy, I'm not gonna lie. Seb's coming back at me now. Go down the inside. Seb will try and adjust that. There we go. But what they were saying to me with this monitor as well is they were saying, you know, this is fully enhanced for gaming. And I completely agree with it. Like, I wasn't quite sure. I'm sort of like, enhanced for gaming, yeah? You really think that a monitor is just enhanced only for gaming? Tried it on my PC, and like plugged in my PC, sorry, and thought, yeah, let me try it on the PC. And it was like quite awful, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't like spectacular. And then I put it onto my Xbox and I was just like, wow, this is really good. So yeah, like, it definitely is enhanced to play for gaming. So on that front, I do agree. I've got to concentrate a bit now because Vettel is right on my backside and he's not backing down. I might have to really increase my engine modes to get away from this man. Looks like I made the corner this time. Bit of broken front wing there. Someone's clearly had a problem. Might have been one of the Red Bulls, to be honest, that I sort of broke really hard and pretty brake checked. I much want to make the corner. They should have just switched back on me. Be smarter, AIs, mate. Tried it then on Kimi, but he wasn't having it. I'll just sit behind him for the rest of the lap, I think. Got better braking, better turning than Kimi. This might be it. A much better run on him this time around. Do I really want to go for it? Sure. There we go. That'll do. Nice clean overtake. And a new fastest lap as well for good measure. Lovely. So yeah, like there's so much that's nice about this monitor. There's so much that I really enjoy. And yeah, like if someone said, you know, would you recommend changing to a monitor? I'd say yes. I've done some research as well. I would just be careful on the prices. Prices of monitors are more expensive than TVs. Why? because obviously a TV, well, I mean, there's a lot more you can do with TV, but a monitor is like much higher in terms of just like overall specs. Like I'm talking like graphically, like when I went through obviously all the specs of what this thing has, like the hertz refresh rate, the screen resolution, the fact that this is a 2K QHD, and you know, all the brightness technology and everything like that. Like you don't really tend to get that in every single. Is that really attractive a bit warning you right game? Hi Perez. So yeah, like there's reasons why they're more expensive. But obviously if you are looking to just get a screen going at the moment, like obviously just be wary. If you are going to try and get one of these types of monitors, which are a bit more pricey, if you can't afford like the headphones or like an installed speaker, make sure that you try and find a monitor that actually has that for you. Because not all of them do. Like this one, doesn't have it. So just be careful on that front. But I'm just going to basically leave this race home now, because I've kind of done all I needed to. There we are, final corner done and dusted. And we crossed the line, sets the fast lap 106.6, just to put that stamping stone on things. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Hopefully this time around the footage doesn't break in my software, but I can't guarantee that. If it does, obviously I'll know beforehand, before uploading the video. But yeah, like I said, obviously, would I recommend that you purchase this monitor specifically? Yes, definitely. There's just so much good about the monitor, and there's so much that I love about it that I love playing on it. Yeah, there's some drawbacks. Like I said, the speaker system, you are going to need headphones. You might need to buy your own sort of like speaker thing. And obviously as well, you need to be careful with the fact that all the settings to change stuff is via the buttons. Obviously, on a lot of monitors, I know it does it that way. I just like remotes. It's just easy to just navigate through things. But obviously, that is what it is. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, feel free to drop a like, subscribe if you are new around here to the channel as well. And I will see you guys all in my next video. So once again, thank you very much, BenQ, for allowing me the opportunity to review this monitor for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the review as much as I enjoyed playing with the monitor. And until then, guys, I will see you for my next one. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.